Who is Venus in Taurus compatible with? The planet Venus is an important thing to look at in an astrological chart for assessing relationship compatibility. Venus rules the things that a person values, including love and money. Venus, like any of the planets, is expressed more easily in some zodiac signs than in others. The two signs Venus rules are Libra and Taurus. If Venus was in Taurus on the day you were born, you therefore value sensual pleasure and material security, and you just might achieve those things. If you have Venus in Taurus, your best compatibility matches are partners who have Venus in Pisces or Venus in Cancer. Looking at the characteristics of the sign of Taurus reveals additional possibilities. Let us talk about the Taurus basics. Remember that each zodiac sign is associated with a season, a mode, is it in the beginning, middle, or end of a season, and an element. Each zodiac sign is also ruled by at least one planet or luminary. The season of Taurus is also spring. The Taurus mode is fixed, which is the middle sign in its season. Taurus is an earth element. And lastly, Taurus is ruled by Venus. Let's proceed with the Venus basics. Venus stays within two signs of the Sun in terms of relative position to Earth. That means people who have Venus in Taurus can have the Sun in only the following signs: Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, or Cancer. The first best match is Venus in Taurus with partners Venus in Cancer or Pisces. Cancer and Pisces are the water signs closest to Earth sign Taurus. The four elements, fire, earth, air, and water, typically break down into two groups of two, fire and air, and earth and water. Older astrology texts often refer to fire and air signs as masculine and water and earth signs as feminine. In today's world where people of all genders are able to express a broader variety of roles and traits, perhaps a better way to understand the difference between the two groups of signs is to look at their focus. Water and earth signs tend to be interested in security and in maintaining the structure that exists. This can include the domestic stay-at-home parent, but it can also include the sort of person who looks for a job that is stable and guaranteed. No matter what happens in the world, industries like education, healthcare, food, and banking aren't going anywhere. Those lines of work are therefore full of earth and water sign people of all genders. Fire and air signs are interested in innovating and exploring. Even if they are found in stable industries, they find the wilder parts of those industries. While an earth or water sign person might be happy with a financial job that involves managing conservative investments for retired people, a fire or air sign person might get curious about the riskier side of the financial industry like options trading. Similarly, the fire or air sign worker in the healthcare industry might gravitate toward experimental therapies. As in the theory underlying Chinese medicine, there's yang within the yin. The theory of yin and yang, as described by the traditional Chinese Medicine World Foundation, works well for understanding the difference between the fire and air signs and the earth and water signs. As water tends to take the shape of its container, the water signs tend to look for containment in the people or circumstances around them. What they are looking for is emotional security, which can be hard to pin down. Venus in Taurus offers physical security to partners with Venus in Cancer or Venus in Pisces, and this containment makes it less likely for them to get lost in emotional extremes. In return, Venus in Cancer or Venus in Pisces nurtures Venus in Taurus emotionally. The couple therefore has the best of both worlds, physical and emotional security. Venus in Taurus would help Venus in Pisces get grounded in their physical body by means of pleasant sensory experiences like massages or tasty food. Venus in Taurus can get so caught up in their own personal enjoyment of such things that Venus in Pisces pushing them to look at the bigger picture can be good for them. However, Venus in Pisces will be a much more effective champion for whatever their cause is after Venus in Taurus has taken care of them a bit. Venus in Cancer is more grounded in the physical world than Venus in Pisces to begin with. The sign of Cancer is associated with food, so Venus in Cancer and Venus in Taurus will definitely share a strong passion for cooking and eating out. Both are domestic and enjoy maintaining their home. While Venus in Pisces can drown in the whole world's suffering, Venus in Cancer tends to ruminate on their own personal suffering or that of their close family. Venus in Taurus can help both of them gain some perspective on such issues. Before we proceed to the following best match, don't forget to hit the like button. The second best match is Venus in Taurus with partners Venus in Earth signs. The three Earth signs, all of which share a grounding in the physical world, are Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Two Venus in Taurus people together would be pretty happy. They might not be the world's most intellectually deep couple, but they would enjoy themselves and cultivate a stable and nurturing environment. Venus in Taurus is willing to spend money to achieve comfort and relaxation. This would only agitate Venus in Virgo, who is focused on working hard and saving money. Ultimately, Venus in Taurus and Venus in Virgo will both defer to the authority of facts and figures to mediate their ongoing disputes. Either the bank statement agrees with Venus in Taurus that they can afford that fun getaway this month, or it agrees with Venus in Virgo that they cannot. While Venus in Capricorn lives to work, Venus in Taurus works to live. Venus in Taurus is willing to work hard enough to afford whatever luxuries they have decided they deserve, but Venus in Taurus then ultimately wants to enjoy those luxuries. Venus in Capricorn probably needs the nudge toward relaxation Venus in Taurus provides, but Venus in Taurus also benefits from Venus in Capricorn's ability to look beyond what feels good in the moment. Let's proceed to the third best match, which is Venus in Taurus with partners Venus in other fixed signs. All four of the fixed signs mark the middle of their seasons, when the weather of the season is at its most striking. For Northern Hemisphere seasons, Leo is the hottest part of the summer, and Aquarius is the coldest part of the winter. Taurus has the brightest spring flowers, and Scorpio has the brightest fall leaves. Venus in Taurus shares a strong potential for loyalty with Venus in Leo and Venus in Scorpio, but Venus in Taurus finds both Venus in Leo and Venus in Scorpio too dramatic. Venus in Taurus, however, would enjoy Venus in Leo's more fun-loving side. Venus in Taurus would also confidently laugh at how much intrigue Venus in Scorpio saw in every little thing, and maybe a steamy sexual connection would finally help Venus in Scorpio relax. Venus in Taurus would be a good match for Venus in Aquarius on the low drama front. However, Venus in Taurus values sensual experiences, and the hard part about sensual experiences for Venus in Aquarius is that they require physically inhabiting one's body. Since we are done with the best matches, let's talk about the rest of the signs. The signs that have not been covered yet are Aries, Gemini, Libra, and Sagittarius. Leo and Sagittarius are fire signs, and Gemini and Libra are air signs. Aries and Gemini are the signs on either side of Taurus. As noted previously, Venus can be no more than 2 signs apart from the Sun. There are also many people with Venus in Aries or Gemini who have the Sun in Taurus. If at least one of these situations applies to a couple where one has Venus in Taurus and the other has Venus in Aries or Gemini, incompatibility is not a huge concern. Venus in Aries and Venus in Taurus at least have in common that they both value feeling good and enjoying their physical bodies. Unlike Venus in Aries, however, Venus in Taurus prefers to sit still and relax in one place for a while. This relaxation Venus in Taurus craves also involves more quiet than chatty Venus in Gemini is capable of. Libra is the other sign besides Taurus that Venus rules. Even though Taurus shares neither element nor mode with Libra, Venus in Taurus and Venus in Libra might be a good match because they have in common that Venus is strong. Strong personalities coming together, of course, can sometimes clash. Venus in Taurus is heavy on sensual and material pleasure and therefore might not understand Venus in Libra not being as invested in the physical world. Venus in Libra is more idealistic, and some of those lofty ideals go right over the head of Venus in Taurus. Venus in Taurus and Venus in Sagittarius have in common that they are both big spenders, but ultimately Venus in Taurus values security in a way Venus in Sagittarius does not. Venus in Taurus enjoys a nice vacation now and then, but the level of exploration beyond the familiar that Venus in Sagittarius wants would be too much for Venus in Taurus. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and press that bell if you'd love to see more content like this.